welcome to my fifth update of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and also a pre-stream to Star Wars The Old Republic. Now, first of all, a short warning. It is after midnight here, so I have to be super silent or quiet. So please excuse the lower volume of my voice. Feel free to turn up the volume on your side, as this is probably going to be a bit of a ASMR episode. But yeah, I wanted to just put out something. Also, please excuse if I look or sound a bit tired. I'm actually exhausted, absolutely gone. But I just wanted to, I felt like I owe you this, and I wanted to shoot these episodes yesterday, but just, I don't know, time wasn't on my side that day. So we'll have a look at this week's updates, and just let me tell you, it's gonna be bittersweet. It's gonna be, how to put it, interesting at the same time. But yeah, so I'll start with my feelings. Overall, since reaching the max level, I feel kind of stumped. There's a lot to do, of course, including the conquest, as you can see. So a lot to do, but I kind of feel like my power level is pretty much the same all the time, and I'm not really moving much. So if you look at our arena, I have been able to break through rank 100 in Fleet Arena, so I am doing progress there, which is awesome. I have never tried Grand Arena yet, and I am kind of, super afraid to do that even. I do have a day before I have to join. I will try it, but I fully expect with basically no high lineups to just get absolutely dumpstered there. And my squad arena is still the same, kind of just oscillating around the 2000s to 1500 or 1600s at most. So that's the first update. I wasn't really able to push too much. I finished all the mod challenges, but I think that was also the last week. But there has been one good thing that happened, and it was the previous assault battle. Probably not the previous one, but the one before that. That was the Sith, where you fight against the Sith, and I was actually able to finish the first tier. So I've got some shards there, but after that it was the Separatist one and this Rebel Roundup, and I am not able to do either of those. As for the Galactic Challenges, I'm at least able to, reach some tiers and get something towards the episode levels. But that one, really, I don't really have good lineups for anything. So yeah, that said, I finished all the challenges up to like the max tier, so that's good, including simming, so without losses. But let's just move on. Let's look at our lineups. Now, there's been a huge change in two areas, and that's kind of making order of what's happening here. First of all, I have started using some filters. So if we see, like, my first sale is centered around mods that have everything explored or revealed, but have no speed. So in that sense, I usually just sell them, as I'll do here. I then have a filter for unrevealed, which is a bunch, and it's eating through my credits. So I'm just really slowly getting through these. But yeah, credits are not really that good for me. And the last one is level up, which not the last one, the next to last one, which I am centered around the ones that I've kept and just aren't level 15 yet, but are revealed. So I would first filter the up for sale, and then what will be left here is just the ones that that are revealed, like this one, have speed. I just need to be leveled up to see if I get any levels into speed. And the last one is Need for Speed, which are like the best quality of speed mods, which I just copied. I'll be honest, I just copied it mostly from a video I watched on mods, so there might be mistakes. If you see any mistake in my filters, just let me know. But I've started using some, and I believe that these small steps are always the road to improvement. So that's first. Second one, I actually looked at the journeys, and I realized that like there is a bunch of stuff that you could strive for, which make more or less sense. So what I did was I took all the journeys, well, most of them, and I put the overview of my current state or progress on the characters towards that milestone that I need. So if you look at this, it's all the way up to Jar Jar, I believe. No, 3PO. Okay. That's pretty good. But all the way to 3PO, just put like the name. So this is for Palpatine and Throne. Both of those, one uses just Phoenix Squad, the other one uses Rebels, so that's fine. And this way, I'm able to actually see my progress, and I'm able to gauge what I maybe could focus on, what does make some sense, what probably doesn't. I've also, since there really isn't much where you could use Evox, but I have seen them in a couple of events. I'm tracking them as well, and I have improved on them quite a lot. If you watched the previous one, there has been changes to this Ewok squad. It's still piss weak, but it might see some use later. But this journey tab is absolutely a revolution for me. So if you look at my progress here, and this will probably be the most I will use, because like this stuff, yeah. I have, by the way, since last time, I have run the poll onto what kind of fan favorite lineup you would like me to improve upon, and the one vote from actually my girlfriend went towards the Bad Batch, and so they are the ones that are getting the good treatment here. And I've actually gotten this just today from the web stash. Don't forget your web store stashes, by the way. And I love Clone Troopers. I love not the original, but the second rendition of the Clone Wars series. And yeah, I can't say I'm mad about this. I'm actually happy. The problem is I don't really have resources for it, so while I am improving them, there's a bunch of the other stuff that I just need to do. And one of those is of course the First Order. Now that Kylo is max level, when I can, I'm improving Phasma's level. And this mostly allowed me to max out everything except for Fire at Will, which seems to be a Zeta and Omicron upgrades. But honestly, I just like the speedier Kylo passive or Kylo leadership ability, so not really stressing about that. But yeah, so that's what's happening in the first order, and we will get to what I'm farming later. But yeah, if we look at my progress in the lineup, with Phoenix, it is still one of my main focuses, even though I didn't want to necessarily level them up, but honestly, Kanan Jarrus is one of my favorite Jedi, and it would be a disservice to this great guy if I were to ignore Phoenix lineup. And on top of that, it just unlocks the two best characters in the Empire lineups, So yeah, this is a no-brainer. But if you just see how many equipment pieces are not equipped at this point, gear, it's because all these are kind of use the same rare materials, especially with Rex. He needs like 80 of one of the material. That's pretty hard for me to get. So I'm just not equipping it until I have a reason to, like, pushing to a next gear level or something, just to conserve the materials. That said, right now my problem is getting to 6 stars, so that means every day I am farming the node for Captain Rex like a madman, and sometimes I even buy his shards of the store for crystals or for anything that's available. But I don't overdo that. But he's pretty close. I mean, I'll be honest, this isn't bad. With Chopper, he is available in Cantina store, so that's again something I'm progressing. And these guys are from Cantina battles, and you get the shards together. No need to spend on Kanan really. With your squad arena tokens, if you want to, you can, but they kind of progress with the same pace. So that's something I am really putting effort towards. But I'm gonna skip a lot of what's coming. If you see, like, I have planned my Jedi lineup. But Lumi got some good treatment. She's up to gear level 7, I believe. So that's some progress here, but I'm still waiting for 5 stars with these guys. Lumi is easy, of course, but Anakin is a bit harder, but very close to 5 stars. And yeah, and these are gonna be pain, but I know that I need to get them. I need to work on them progressively. So that's just something I am not ignoring at the moment. Yeah, it's just there's so many things that you have to get through Cantina battles. These just don't really have the priority now. But once I do get them, this lineup will be able to clear Yoda's 5-star battle. So we will unlock Yoda and then probably just swap around. I'm not sure how, like, what's gonna be the lineup for me, but I would like to use Grandmaster Yoda. Yeah, so then Empire lineup is kind of stalling, but it has been a stellar in my conquest efforts. A very good lineup and very useful in those battles. But I'm, of course, like, I still suck in conquest. I don't have good lineups to beat the republics, the ones that damage you back. That's a pain. It's really, really hard. So I'm trying to make progress, but it's difficult as hell. But these guys pulled through a lot of the times. They are really good. I've used the TIE Fighter pilot, but it's really not that strong, and Thrawn can do way better. So just yeah, this is my current lineup. I do need to get them to 6 stars, which means these two from the Phoenix, and everything is kind of chained together. But yeah, this one, not sweating about it, and I have the remainder. So once we unlock the Phoenix, we will also be able to get R2D2 to 6 stars, and that's a versatile character if I've ever seen one. Now, I'm also tracking the First Order. It's useful for BB-8. Resistance really is something I would like to use, but I'm nowhere near it. So that's something I'm putting really further back. But I'm of course tracking Jedi Training Ray and all the rest. I haven't been able to get anything here, but what I skipped, if you noticed, was one thing I decided to prioritize heavily. Heavily means heavily, like number one, and that's CLS. I noticed that usually the battles require like 2 characters, so you can kind of work on them while doing something else, which is great. And I think that CLS is something really worth unlocking. It can counter some nasty stuff, and it's just a good character that you can use overall. Like, you know, it isn't really bound into a certain specific situation. It's just a great character. That said, you would need ideally his lineup with Chupio and Chewbacca, I think. And I don't have these characters, but just unlocking him is something I would like to do. And it would be the first 330 character from me. So, that's my priority. I am currently on 5-star battle. The next one I believe is Luke, Farmboy, and Leia on 6 stars. So I am working already on Luke. But yeah, I just need to level these guys up, and my credits aren't friendly towards that. But yeah, that's mostly where the lineups are. But if you look at it, this really helps. I really encourage you to do this. Every time I clear the next battle, I update these requirements. So I had like CLS 5-star, then I had, once I did that, I tried it and I noticed, okay, hey, they are like level 70-ish, so maybe I should be level 70 because I'm really underpowered. So once I reach level 70, I'll check like the power, if I can do it, if I can do the battle, clear it. If not, then maybe like advancing the gear level and stuff like that. I just plan it. I know what I'm focusing on. I know that this is priority 1, this priority 2, this priority 3. I know that. Rather, these two kind of are on par. I know that, and I'm trying to keep it in the back of my mind. Yeah, so that's it. I'll have a quick look in. Okay, really not something I'm noticing. Oh yeah, like I will eventually get to Old Republic as my favorite era. And you need Zalbar and Zio and mission for the first battle. But as I said, the resources are killing me. Mainly credits, to be honest. So that's something I'm focusing on, just choosing what I spend on, working on my mods as well. That's something I'm really, behind in. But other than that, it just all feels like a, sluggish. It all feels like I cannot make a move forward. So, if you have any tips, tricks or something that helped you, or if you think this is just natural and I shouldn't sweat it that much, let me know. But otherwise, yeah, this is mostly it. I don't really have much to talk about, much more, apart from like my progress. The most notable ones, I believe, is Ahsoka Tano on 7 stars. That wasn't before. Let me quickly check. We had Maze, yeah. All these kind of small, weak rebels, except for Old Ben, but like Luke Skywalker, Old Ben, R2-D2 as well, kind of a bit, and Stormtrooper Han, all these were leveled up in progress of the CLS journey, so that's also something, I guess, at least. Lumi is definitely the one that got the most upgrades. I tried to use it for conquest. It didn't really help against those pesky Republic passive damage dealers, or like reflection. And that's probably all. I haven't really unlocked anything interesting. I don't believe so, at least. So yeah, just would kind of say, just kind of try to visualize what you are working on. The filters for mods are great, and these squads for journeys also help me. Let me know if they help you as well. Of course, if you use something else, let me know as well. But yeah, that's it. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else. As I said, it has been painful. And just if we quickly look at my ship status, most of my ships are at 68 now, but I have been able to push Umbaran Starfighter somewhat to 4 stars. The reason is I just felt like if you use this starship underpowered, underleveled, underskilled, you know, it just isn't worth it, because it, like the second, sorry, the character skill, the crew skill is fine, it's really good, but apart from that, you just give which one is it? Yeah, you just give turn meter to the, and you gain it for Umbaran Starfighter, and if it's weak, you're just kind of creating disbalance in the battle. So I was focusing on it. I was really pushing towards more stars and better skills here and more levels, and it's starting to work really well. So yeah, just think that was a good decision. Apart from that, I'm still working on Clone Sergeant. He's up to 5 stars now as my main reliable tank. And I've started working on Slave 1 as well, because I will need to improve my bounty hunter lineup. I feel like bounty hunters, like, they are everywhere. You need them for this, for that, for a bunch of the like assault battles and the special events and whatnot. So me ignoring them was probably the worst decision. I have made so far in the game. So yeah, it's sad. I don't like when the games do this, because they kind of streamline what you should do and everyone plays the same, which is sad. But that said, don't ignore your bounty hunters. Just it was a bad decision from me. But yeah, this is all for this week. I believe I didn't skip anything. Let's just go over the conquest, how far I was able to get. I'm still going on easy, of course. I'm roughly 193 tickets in. Trying my best, but it isn't that nice, and not even like enough for some character shards for the Galactic Legends. So yeah. Or is it even Galactic Legends? I'm not sure if you... There's Ezra, right, and the Darkseid Ray, and like they rotate a bunch of them. I think it is, but I'm not sure, honestly, if it's Galactic Legends. But anyways, so that's the state of what's happening. Thanks for joining me, and if you want, I will be moving on towards the SWtOR stream, where we will talk about lightsaber colors. So I hope that will be interesting. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next week, and hopefully we will get some noticeable updates. I will definitely let you know how my Grand Arena went the first time, but I believe it will be a quick update, like, yeah, get my behind kicked. But we'll see. Anyways, see you in a moment if you join me in SWtOR. If not, take care. Have a great night or have a great day, depending on your time zone, and